Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. After graduating from uni in 2011, I've been working for almost 11 years, which means I'm getting older. And you guys like to remind me of that. But there's one thing that I'm super proud about, and that is the fact that I managed to increase my savings rate all the way to 80%. And no, it's not by eating kiam chai every day like what Mr. Lu says.
Actually, the FIRE strategy, FIRE, is a very strong strategy. That strategy requires you to be extremely niao on yourself, extremely frugal. Every day eat kiam chai.
So in this video, I will share how you too can increase your savings rate. And best of all, you don't have to cut down too much. All you need is just a few simple tricks here and there, and boom, you'll be able to magically increase your savings rate by a lot. But as usual, before I start, I would greatly appreciate it if you can help to tap the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. In return, I will show you a cute axolotl. Alright, let's start right now. Okay, as much as I want to, I'm unable to demo with my expenses. And no, it's not because I have anything to hide. The reason I couldn't use my expenses is because first, the expenses that you see here are my family's entire expenses, like restaurant meals, milk powders, diapers. So it's not just my personal expenses. Second, my expenses are already super optimized. Like if I cut down anything more, I will be eating and drinking rainwater already. Because of these reasons, I can show you how to optimize using my expenses. So what I will do instead is go look for someone else's expenses and optimize it. After a quick search, I found this post on Reddit. Money expenses for working adults. There were quite a few replies, but I will just randomly choose this reply, which belongs to a 25-year-old female that lives alone. Okay, let's first take a look at her expenses. First of all, her rent costs $800, which is slightly on the high side. But it can't be helped because renters have been going up these past few months. The only way to cut down on rent is to share a room with another person. But I feel that it's okay not to share and just pay a bit more. That's because your room is the one place that you can relax and chill. So it's super important that you feel comfortable in your own room. For this, I would say $800 on rent, totally worth it. Then she spends $600 on food, which is a little high but still acceptable. Partly because she rents a room and most homeowners won't let you cook in their house. $200 on shopping, $150 on beauty. No comments here. $100 on transport. That's good because that means she uses public transport to travel around. $100 on entertainment, which I guess is stuff like cinemas and KTV. $50 on subscriptions like streaming services and phone plans. Finally, $200 on one-off spendings like staycations and furnitures. Or it could also be her money savings for a future overseas trip. She spends $350 on insurance, which is a little high, but it's definitely good that she already has insurance in place. Lastly, $200 on taxes. Okay, here's what I get from this. Most of her expenses are actually quite low. Like she doesn't go overboard and spend like 1K on shopping or beauty stuff. And she doesn't grab here, grab there. Food expenses may be a little high, but it's still alright. And because she rents a room, she doesn't have to pay utility bills and internet, which would have easily cost her extra $80 or more every month. So that's money saved there. Now, before we go and optimize her expenses, I want you to make a guess. How much more can she cut down on her expenses? Is it $50, $100, $200 or more? Comment your answer down below and I will reveal the number at the end. Anyway, let's continue. We will first figure out how much she is earning every month. We can roughly guess based on her taxes. She's paying $200 a month or $2,004 a year. So if we count backwards, that will mean that her pay is $66K a year or $5.5K a month. Which, by the way, is really high. If you check the median salary for 25 to 29 age range, it's just $3.5K. Even managers at the age are just earning $4.9K. So this girl is definitely a high earner. But of course, let's not forget about CPF. After she's forced, willingly gives 20% of her pay to CPF, her take-home pay is $4.4K. Okay, let's copy all of this into a table. These are her expenses. In total, she spends $2,750 a month. Take-home pay is 4.4K, which means her savings rate is 37.5%, which is actually quite good. Because according to data, the median savings rate for Singaporeans for the past 10 years is 28.8%. So her savings rate is higher than average. Quick pause. Right now, Mumu is having their 10th anniversary paper trading competition, where you will test your trading skills and stand a chance to win up to $1,888. As a bonus, Mumu will donate $1 for every participant. To join, in the app, go to Me, tap on Promotions, look for Learn, Grow and Share Love to join the competition. And as usual, the sign-up rewards are super generous. If you sign up now, deposit $2,700 or more, you will receive a free stock up to one Amazon stock worth around $140 and receive a $40 cashback coupon. So if you have not signed up yet, you can sign up with my link down below. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Okay, let's go through her expenses to see what she can possibly cut. Rent is fixed, so it's not possible to cut. As for food, on average, she spends about $20 a day on food. Sidley showed that by cooking at home, you'll be able to save quite a bit of money. Since she can't cook, she can't really consider this option. There are still other ways to cut down on food. With her high pay, I'm assuming that she works in the city area where food is expensive. But she can save by eating at coffee shops or hawker centers more often. For example, Lau Pa Sat, where food is considered expensive. You can still find affordable food like tandoor tea rice, which costs $5.50, or laksa, which costs $4, though the price will have increased due to inflation. Also, instead of ordering drinks every meal, just bring your own water bottle and drink from it. Or instead of drinking so much Starbucks, just make your own coffee. On top of that, most hawker stores nowadays lets you pay with SGQR, some of which gives you additional discounts like if you use FavePay, GrabPay or Google Pay. So if she were to use these tricks, she will be able to save at least $150 on meals. Next, for shopping, I'm not too sure what she spends it on, but I think it's definitely possible to save at least $50 from this category. Health, beauty, transport, entertainment are quite low already, so nothing to cut here. As for subscriptions, she doesn't really say what she spends it on, so I will make a rough guess. Netflix costs $13, Spotify $10, M1 cheapest SIM-only plan with 80GB data, $18 a month, and the remaining $9 in news platform subscription. Few things here. If she shares her Netflix and Spotify account with her families or friends, she'll be able to save at least $7. For SIM-only plan, if you don't need the 80GB worth of data, there are cheaper plans out there. Like personally, I'm using My Republic Lite, which costs $10 a month. They have 8GB data after 6 months. Connection-wise, it's using M1 network, and so far, I haven't encountered any connection issues. Many people also felt that this plan worked quite well. Then, for news platform subscription, I'm not too sure which platform it is, but you can get most news for free online, like Channel News Asia or CNBC. Even if you want to read local news, you can totally read it for free at the National Library website. So I would say that the news subscription might be unnecessary. When you add it all up, you can save about $24 from subscriptions. We will just skip miscellaneous. As for insurance, $350 at 25 years old is definitely on the high end. Chances are she has signed up for either whole life plan or even worse, an ILP. If she were to switch to term insurance, she will be able to save quite a bit of money. For example, a whole life plan would cost $2,700 a year, but with term life, it's just $400. The difference is huge. But the downside of term life is that there's no coverage after 65 years old. So she will need to make sure that she's using the money that she saved to invest, so that she can afford to pay for treatments after 65. Anyway, if she were to switch to a term plan, she could save around $150 on insurance. Finally, for taxes, you can't really save on it unless you convert your earnings into business earnings and stuff. So I'll just leave it at that. Okay, after a round of optimizations, she is able to save an extra $374 every month. Of course, if she wants to, she can further optimize, but I would say this is good enough. Now, here comes the fun part, credit cards. Most of her expenses can actually be charged to a credit card, and she'll be able to save even more money. First up, for rents, there are services like CardUp, which lets you pay using a credit card. There are a few cashback cards which supports CardUp, but I find that the best card is the Maybank Platinum Visa card, which gives 3.33% on local spends. CardUp charges 1.79% admin fee for renters. So after deducting the fee, you will still get a 1.54% cashback, which means if she uses CardUp to pay for her rents, she'll be able to save an extra $12 every month. Then for most of her expenses, I would recommend using the UOB One card, as it gives 3.33% cashback if you meet the $500 minimum spend. So for stuff like food, shopping, health, beauty, she will get 3.33% cashback. And for transport, UOB One gives additional cashback for Simply Go transaction. Entertainment, subscription, and miscellaneous will get a 3.33% cashback. However, UOB One card excludes insurance payments and taxes. So, too bad. But good news, there's a way around it. First, get a UOB Absolute card. Then use it to top up the GrabPay wallet to earn a 1.7 cashback. Finally, use GrabPay to pay for insurance and tax at AXS. So that's how you earn cashbacks by paying for insurance and tax. In total, she would be able to save around $50 every month from credit card payments. But wait, that's not all. Remember that she has a 37.5% savings rate. I would just assume that she's a smart girl and is investing all that money, and not just let it sit in the bank to earn a set 1% interest, yeah. But that's still her 6 months emergency fund. As her pay is quite high, I would say that her job is in high demand. So even if she loses her job, she will be able to find it within a few months. She also has insurance in place, so that will cover any sudden medical bills. Because of that, I would say that she doesn't have to keep all 6 months worth of emergency funds in the bank. Instead, she can put 3 to 4 months of it into something safe, like Singapore Savings Bond, to earn around 2.8% interest. That way, if she ever needs the money, she can withdraw it and get back within 1 month. So, assuming she invests 4 months into SSB, she will earn around $25 of interest every month. So, let's check how much she saved in total. $374 by cutting back on expenses, around $50 from credit cards, $25 with free interest. She saved an extra $450 every month, bringing her savings rate up to 48%. Now, don't underestimate this 10% increase, because according to this chart, by increasing her savings rate from 35 to 45%, she effectively reduced the number of years she has to work till retirement by 6 years. And considering the fact that she's only 25 years old now, her pay will definitely go up even more. If she's able to keep the expenses the same throughout the years, she'll be able to easily double her savings rate or even more, and finally achieve early retirement. So anyway, that was a quick video on how to increase your savings rate by optimizing your expenses, just by using a few simple tricks. Hopefully, you find it useful. Like, share and subscribe, as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.